What's going on, y'all beautiful people, man? I hope you guys are having an amazing one today, man. In this video, what we're basically going to be talking about is the ability and how it feels to get into God's frame and really being able to just be seeing what we are trying to do when we're trying to get into God's frame and not have to play into anybody else's frame and have those feelings where it's like, oh, you're trying to please people, you're trying to look good in front of people, you're trying to say the right thing, which actually takes you away from the ability to do that stuff and the ability to just operate how you operate, be authentically yourself. So in this video, we're going to talk about getting into God's frame. And if you don't know what I mean by this, I've talked about this before. But God's frame is basically a concept that I learned from Owen Cook, who is very good at being able to be a communicator and do all this stuff. And the frames are something that we are all living in. And it's a frame of reality of basically like how you are seeing the world, and how you are seeing the world is going to determine how you act towards certain people, what you do, how people view you, stuff like that. Okay, so he says the best frame that you could possibly have, pretty much, he might not even explicitly say it, but the best frame that you can have is the one that says, I only bow down to God. And that is the strongest frame that you can live your life from. If you say, okay, I only bow down to God and I'm only going to bow down to God, nobody else can affect, nobody else can get in there, nobody else can really affect you. You are living your life how you are going to live it, and it is probably one of the best, no, not probably, it is one of the best places, no, it is the best place that you can live your life from, because then it becomes a determinant. Only by how close you are to God is your joy, peace, and love going to come from. Everything else is just outside circumstances. And now I'm not saying I'm the best at this, or I'm always 100% in God's presence, but it's something that I'm trying to actively get better with you guys. And talking about this with you guys together really just helps us be able to grow in that and identify and get an awareness of it in our life. So it's something Owen Cook had said is about, a lot of the times you are going to be pinging that you want people to like you, you want people to accept you, you want people to do this and that. And a lot of times people can feel that, man. If you're trying to like, oh, I want them to do this, or I want them to act like this, or I want to say the right thing, it just gets you so much in your head. And when you're in your head, you're dead. That's an amazing thing. Not necessarily saying it's terrible to think or anything like that, but, oh, there's a beautiful bug flying by. But what he was saying is that what you're trying to do is flip that, so you're not focused so much on like, oh, I need their approval, I need that. Of course, you can say stuff that is nice, you can be there to help them and care about them and love them, but when you flip it and it's us, coming from us, it's our energy in God, our number one thing that we're focusing on is self-amusement, because we're so overflowing, we're so filled up with that joy, that love, and that peace. And that's crazy to really think about, because you can have that from God. When you're anchored in God, it's literally something where that joy, that peace, in thy presence is fullness of joy. It can be there despite any circumstance. And then you start doing anything that you want, because you know that you don't got to worry about anything. You don't got to like think so much about it. Okay, like, so, man, and I'm really noticing it for myself. I mean, in any area that I'm trying to grow, like just how much we really think about stuff, and how much like the smallest things that we do just really are going to take us to places. Like, I'm working at IHOP right now, and it's just like, okay, I'm thinking about what the manager is gonna think, I'm thinking about this, thinking about that, and I'm trying to catch myself, and I am catching myself, but I'm getting more anchored in just doing stuff. Firstly, being okay on my end in God, whether I'm talking to anybody, whether I'm just chilling, whether I'm freaking doing something. If they freaking catch me doing something that I'm trying to do out of a genuine intention, and they freaking throw me out the IHOP and they fire me, that's okay. Now that place is one of the best places that I can get to, but also I wrote a little intention statement on my notepad, and it's basically just saying that my job here isn't to like be perfect, but what it is to be able to serve the customers, serve the people that I'm serving. I'm a server, and I want to get the tables as best I can, serve the customers, keep the thing moving, and trust God with the rest. And if I can continue to come from that place, simply writing that down really helped me for that entire day, man. And it's going to continue to help me, but it's simply as something as setting the intention right, because that took me away from thinking about, oh, what is the manager gonna think if I go out there, if I go to the back and I grab I don't know, an extra coffee for somebody when they spilled it all over themselves. I don't know, man. You know, somebody spilled a freaking, the dude, I was walking, and the dude had grabbed the salt shaker and he spilled it all over his eggs. And, you know, I gotta go over there and go ask the cooks for some more eggs. And it's not like I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, like, oh, are the cooks gonna be mad at me for asking that? No. It's for the customer, and the customer are the most important. And the crazy thing is, I'm seeing a lot of people back there, a lot of the freaking workers, the co-workers are just talking so bad about the customers, and I'm like, dang, man, it's crazy. But you know, not needing that, I don't need to, not saying that I want to be an a-hole to anybody, anything like that, but just knowing that we don't need, we're trying to get to the place where we don't need anything. We don't need friends, we don't need people to like us, we don't need anything to happen, we don't need the manager to like us, we don't need, I don't know, any of the situations to go perfectly. We can accept it. And not saying that it's gonna be perfect, man, because for me, I'm realizing how much I still need to grow in the acceptance of not needing stuff. But it's just the awareness that is there gives us hope and gives us joy and love, because we know God can take us there, for God has overcome the world. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, man. Hope you guys have an amazing one. Love you guys. Peace.